So in this video, I want to talk about how we can talk to our children about the difficult feelings that they're likely to be having at the moment during this corona crisis. Okay, like the last video, I have a blue ball, and this represents those feelings. So they're likely to be feeling a lot of worry, perhaps frustration that they can't leave the house, anger, scared, sadness. So that's represented in a blue ball, all those difficult feelings. I also have a yellow ball, and that represents more positive feelings of happiness, excitement, joy. As parents or as carers, we just want our children to only have a yellow ball. We just want our children to be happy. Unfortunately, that's not reality, and bad things can happen, and sometimes children will have difficult feelings, like at the moment with the coronavirus. So in this video, I wanted to talk about the 3 different ways in which parents or carers or anyone respond to children when they are presented with a child's blue ball with their difficult feelings, when they come up to them and tell them that they're feeling worried or scared or sad. So the first one I'm going to talk about is avoidance. So when a child comes up and says, "I'm feeling really scared," we then take the blue ball away and tell them not to be worried, just don't think about it. Just be happy, don't worry, be happy. The difficulty with this strategy is that you're actually teaching children that when they are presented with their blue ball, that it's actually something intolerable and that it's something that they need to avoid and distract themselves from. By doing that, also, you're not encouraging the child to be able to talk about the way that they feel because it feels intolerable, and therefore not encouraging them to develop their emotional literacy. The second way is that when we're presented with our child blue ball, is that we respond in a very anxious way. So we take the blue ball and we analyze it and we question it, and why are you feeling that way? What do you think is going to happen? What does that mean? And that we also might jump to a fixing stance. So we might want to solve it for them. So we might want to do something to make it all better. An example that I think of is if a child being bullied and a child comes back and said, "I'm feeling really sad because I'm being bullied at school," an anxious parent may take the blue ball, take that worry, try and unpick it, why they're feeling worried, and then march to school and want to resolve it. Now, there's nothing wrong with trying to help think of a solution, but we're missing the acknowledgement of those feelings, and we're not just accepting them. We're encouraging the children to think that something needs fixing, something we need to unpick it, to find a solution, to worry about it. Got to worry about worry. It becomes something to worry about if we're having difficult feelings. And the third way, and the most healthy way to respond when a child says, "I'm feeling worried," is just to hold it with them, to acknowledge it with them. So I can see that you're feeling worried and it's a really difficult time at the moment, and to encourage them to think of ways that might help to be empathetic towards themselves, to do self-care. So, should we go for a walk together? Should we go and play? So you're not distracting, you're acknowledging that they have the feelings, and that you're encouraging them to think about ways that will help them. And this way, a child then learns that when they have a difficult feeling, that it's okay to have a difficult feeling. There's nothing wrong with having difficult feelings, and that actually it's just a time that they need to look after themselves. Now, as a parent, we just want our children to be happy, and therefore when they present us with the blue ball, it does feel like we're being hit by 20 of our own. It makes us feel very worried for them and sad. So it's very difficult to just acknowledge and accept difficult feelings, their difficult feelings. But we want them to grow up as adults to be resilient during difficult times, and we want them to be able to hold those feelings and to look after themselves, and that is healthy and good mental health.